Hey everybody, it's John Hope-Bryant, founder, chairman, and chief executive officer of Operation Hope. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I want to share with you how proud I am of where we've been and more importantly, where we're going. For those of you who know our history, we've been around for 21 years. The first 21 years have been transformational for us. And we were founded as America's first nonprofit social investment banking organization after the Rodney King riots in 1992. I want to thank Tom Bradley for believing in our work. We became bipartisan early because Tom Bradley, the Democratic mayor of LA, and George Bush Sr., the President of the United States at that point, got together after the Rodney King riots and had just one mission, maybe different philosophies, but one mission. How do we rebuild America? And we've had a bunch of presidents since then, and I've tried to work with everyone. Some I liked more than others, some I respected more than others, but I always respected the office, and I always salute and try to serve. And I think that we all need to remember a bit more that this is one world and one nation, and we're all one people. We're all in this thing together. And so as we fast forward to today, Operation Hope has really reborn itself. As we move into 2014, we're about 2 months old after the Global Financial Dignity Summit, or at that summit, we rebranded ourselves as America's first nonprofit software company in the business of the software of human development. We are taking that show on the road. That project is called Project 5117. It is continuing the unfinished poverty eradication work of Dr. Martin Luther King. And it is being co-chaired by my hero, Ambassador Andrew Young, the strategist with Dr. King in the Civil Rights Movement, Bernice A. King, Dr. Bernice A. King, who is the daughter of Dr. King and the CEO of the King Center and on our board, and myself. And we're gonna try to inspire a generation of young people, because you cannot have a movement without young people, and a generation of Americans of every race, class, and stripe, of both political parties, to come together to help our president and help our Congress and our Senate and our local state houses and the mayors of every city to reset America. This is not a political statement. This is a people statement. I have no interest in politics. Let me just say that for the record. There are plenty of smart people doing that, and I'll leave that to them. I'm interested in helping to make America great, and helping everybody fulfill their God-given talents and to fulfill the new definition of freedom, which is self-determination. And so Project 5117 will spend its time between now and 2020, and I'm squarely focused on that work, along with Hope Coalition America. That's the only thing Operation Hope will be doing. And Project 5117 will make 5 million kids focused on making smart cool, so kids want to stay in school. You know, Quincy Jones, it takes 20 years to change a culture. In the last 20 years, I'd argue we made dumb sexy. We've dumbed down and celebrated it. We got to make smart sexy again. And so Quincy Jones and Andrew Young, Ambassador Andrew Young, will co-chair that. Russell Simmons is on that board, who's an icon in the hip-hop and entertainment and entrepreneurship space. And other celebrities, QD3 and others, will be joining that effort. And that will lead to 1 million kids who will go through Hope Business in a Box Academies. That is powered by Gallup, and will really spike youth economic energy. Jim Clifton is brilliant, CEO of Gallup, and he said that, and I believe him wholeheartedly, that we need 1 million startups in this country to make America great and drive GDP. We only have 350 or 400,000 startups a year now. It's been that way for about 8 years. And that's our problem. And we want to create the jobs and solve the jobs crisis. We got to create more startups. Well, Silicon Valley is almost remade by young people. We need our young people in public school, 4th grade through 12th grade, to pick up the mantle. This is the bench strength for the playoff games of the rest of our lives. And recent Gallup Hope Index results, which are out this month, show that young people from low-wealth neighborhoods have a higher propensity to be entrepreneurs than their mainstream counterparts. That's right. More stick-to-itiveness, more due diligence, or more diligence, more persistence, more ability to cope with difficult situations. So what people see as a negative is really a positive. So those 5 million kids that make SMART cool, then roll into 1 million kids for Hope Business Box Academies and Economic Energy, all measured by Gallup, which will roll into 1,000 Hope Inside locations. This is our adult agenda. 1,000 Hope Insides, Hope Inside of bank branches, Hope Inside of grocery stores, credit unions, big box retailers, government offices. I want to thank SunTrust Banks and Union Bank and Popular Community Banks and the city of Miami and all of our Microsoft, all of our Equifax, all of our early adopters who are part of Hope Inside. And then what comes after that, Hope Inside Plus. We're actually going to train bankers to be financial literacy counseling certified. 5,000 of those. All that leading to 700 credit score communities. That's right, nothing changes your life more than God or love than moving your credit score 120 points. And we found that it's transformational. Young lady, I think her name is Ebony, came to the Hope Center at Ebenezer, Hope Inside at Ebenezer just last week, and approached me and thanked me for helping her help herself. It changed her life. She moved her credit score 74 points. She was in the mid 550s and found herself in the payday lending crowd, the check cashing crowd, getting taken advantage of. Didn't even know it. And now she's in the high 600 crowd and being treated with dignity and respect. And that's a legitimate bank customer. Credit rating went up. The measurement of her standing in society went with it. Her IQ, her financial IQ, her self-esteem all jumped through the roof. Her options expanded and her cost of doing business went down. Her cost of interest went down. But she told me something. I mean, I knew it, but I'm just inspired that she knew it because we got to empower everybody with this knowledge. 70% of employers today, between 47 and 70%, but I believe the number is 70, 47 is documented, of all employers use a credit score to evaluate you before they hire you. So you could be the most brilliant person in the world. If your credit score stinks, you still can't get the job. So this is now moving from civil rights to civil rights. It's not about race and the color line. It's about class and poverty. Whether you're white, black, red, brown, or yellow, you just want to see some more green. So if you deal with race, you deal with class, you get race for free. Let's all work together to make America great, to make our world great, to make a world that the next generation can live in and the next generation of children can prosper through and do better than we did. Make a commitment today to Project 5117. If you've got some money, fund a kid's business. If you don't have any money, provide your human capital. Be a role model. Be a mentor. But everybody can do something today. Make that your New Year's resolution. And know that I love you, and I appreciate you, and we are going to set the world on fire with a new level of hope through this new software company for human development. And it all starts with you, because you're the product. Take care, God bless, and let's go change the world.